Alright guys, just wanted to give you a quick update where I'm at with the pint. I've got about 750 miles down now, and this is really, my go-to board. I would say that, the Plus, I'm actually considering selling it, but I don't know, we'll see. I mean, I put the treaded on my Plus, and I do like to ride it every once in a while, but I find myself definitely gravitating towards the pint. And, I think it's mostly because I don't really like to ride any more than about 2 or 3 miles at a time. So I was thinking about it, and, there's a lot of people that really like to put a ton of miles on their board, but myself, I get enjoyment out of riding just maybe 2 or 3 miles at a time. Maybe one of these days I'll, feel like I want to ride further and for a longer period of time. But right now, I like to go, I have this loop that I ride. It's like 2.5 miles. It's around the neighborhood, and I don't have to jump in my car and go anywhere and ride or whatever. That's my daily ride. And, speaking of which, I'm one of those, what do you call it? A streak freak is what I'm going to call it. It's those guys that like to get on the OneWheel leaderboard and see how far they can go. Streak freak. So it was kind of funny because I got up to number 2, with my Plus when I set out to do this. This is before, of course, the pint came out. And I was stuck at number 2 for so long, and it was frustrating. I was like, I wanted to be number 1 so bad, and it didn't happen because one day I thought that I could go out and ride my board without taking my phone, and that it would count the ride. Well, it actually didn't count the ride, so I slipped from the leaderboard. And from that point, I was kind of like, I'm not going to try to get back on there. So I didn't. I just kept riding my Plus. And, I think I about, somewhere around 1,350 miles on it that I put on it. And as soon as I got the pint, I really stopped riding my Plus. So I do have someone that's interested in it. I'm thinking about selling it. And I'm actually just thinking about getting another pint. I know it sounds crazy. I thought about an XR, but I really don't feel like I would use, the XR that much. So I don't feel like I would fully utilize it. Like I feel like I fully can utilize the pint. If I want to go for a long ride, 7-8 miles, which is the max, the pint, I probably squeeze 8 miles out of the pint since it's the summertime right now. It's so hot. It seems like the battery just lasts a lot longer. So really the range on the pint it's actually perfect for me. So I've got used to the speed. I mean, it's like, I can go a little faster on my Plus, and I like going fast every once in a while too, but I feel like, the zippy feeling of the pint, at least, getting up to 14 miles an hour is good. And then if you can stay in that sweet spot, between 13 and 14 and a half, right before the pushback, and kind of ride right there, that's where I like to hang out. And, it works out pretty good for me. So I've been pretty happy with it. I'm that day streak freak, and I'm on, I'm at position number 19 with the pint right now. So I know it's going to be tough to get to that top spot with the pint. And, when all this stuff started happening, I could say it was March 15th, is when basically, things kind of came to a grinding halt around here. And I was like, what? While this is going on, I'm going to try to, get on this streak for the pint and see if I can get up there. And I think I started that it's been over 100 days now. So, been a while, right? So, anyway, but this has been good. It's been good to get me out of the house. It takes me, I don't know, about 15 minutes to cruise around, do my ride, after I get off work. That's been cool. But I was able to head down to the coast this past weekend. It was my daughter's 4th birthday, so we figured we'd take her and have a beach party for her birthday, and it turned out great. And I was able to get this footage this past weekend in the morning. There wasn't hardly anyone out on the beach or anyone out on the path, so it was pretty nice, but it was, there was a lot of sand on there, so I wasn't really trying to go fast or carve too much just because I was filming, and then also I didn't want to slide. And if you'll notice, my camera, I actually bought a refurbished Rilo, and it arrived, so I no longer have this crack in the screen that I had before. So I'm kind of riding a little more conservatively on this ride, and not only that, it's I don't have a helmet on either. So it was I didn't have a helmet on, and I also had my Rilo, which now I'm super paranoid about dropping it and breaking it, because I think Rilo is actually no longer going to be in business. So I actually picked up this Rilo for, it's $140 from Best Buy refurbished. So it was a good deal. I think it's a great camera. The good thing about it is I do now have a second battery, and these things tend to eat batteries pretty good, and then they also get super hot. So at about the 10-minute mark or so is when the camera actually just automatically kind of thermally shut itself down. So, but I ran into someone when I was riding around the neighborhood, and he had an electric skateboard, and I was just checking it out, and he told me about it. He's like, hey, these are $379 right now. I believe it's a Meepo board, and I ordered the Meepo Mini, so I'm waiting for that to come in. I want to try it out. I haven't really done much skateboarding at all since I was really real small. I quit skateboarding, really, really young. I quit skateboarding. I didn't do it. I think I did it up until I could ride a bike, and then after that, the skateboard, I just kind of quit riding it. But I've had an interest in riding an electric skateboard, so I want to see how it goes. That thing's going to take another month to get here. I think I ordered it a couple weeks ago. But I'm kind of interested to see how it's going to be. The board itself is 30 inches long. It's kind of similar to the same dimensions of the PINT, so I'm hoping that it'll be, who knows? I'm a little bit, I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know if I could balance myself as well on the skateboard as I can the PINT. So it'll be interesting to see how it works out. It's supposed to be a pretty good board for the price, so I'm looking forward to it coming in. It's also got a hub motor on it, which is cool. It's got a remote and stuff, so I was looking forward to getting on something new. The PINT's been great, and I'll ride the PINT every day for sure, because to me it's just a blast, and I really don't feel like I need any more speed. I feel like I'm good, with what I got here. So yeah, still happy with the PINT for sure, and riding it daily, trying to get up there, be the streak freak that gets to number 1. I'm determined to get to number 1 on leaderboard. So y'all wish me luck, and thanks for watching. So yeah, definitely love the PINT. I'm going to order another one for my daughter, I decided. So probably sell the Plus and get myself another PINT. All right, guys, talk to you later.